Glidden. Now, typically, it would be such a pleasure to have you today. I want to thank you so much for taking the time out. I know how busy you are, and I so appreciate you. And it's been wonderful just getting to know you in the past year or so on the panel. And now that I'm in Charlotte, thank you for getting me out of my apartment because I don't know what I would do. But Jen, I just wanted to talk about how I have been watching you for so long, and I've seen the things that you do, and I see how you take the time out of your busy schedule to take care of your family. So I want to be able to show people how they can take their time, no matter how little bit of time they may have, and craft it so that they can build a profitable business just like you have. But before we get to all the great details, I think I want to start with your story. You know, how did you start? Were you in a home business before then? Just basically give us your story of who is Jennifer Glidden.
Hey Val, thank you so much for having me. It's great to be here. It's great to be able to share with everyone tonight. I think that as you're listening, you're going to be able to take away some things that you can actually apply to your business and life that will catapult you forward to where you want to be. So just a little bit about me. Right now I'm living in Charlotte, North Carolina with my husband and son. My son's about 2 years old, and we've been going through the joys of potty training recently. But go back a few years, and I was working in a cubicle. I had college degree, master's degree, and I didn't feel like it was fulfilling. So I left, went out on my own, started a photography business. My husband and I later started a real estate investing company, and real estate's a whole different animal. So we went through some adventures there, and then he decided to go back to work, and I started online to really pursue an income there because I knew that there was so much potential. I mean, you can reach the whole world from right here where you're sitting, and it doesn't take anything special, I mean, look at YouTube. That's amazing what you can see on YouTube. So I knew there was potential there, and I started learning. I started executing some things. Never really got any traction until I came to DSD, and with that, it was the 1995 to get started, and I figured, you know what, I've spent a whole lot more than that trying to get things going, and so I tried it, and I listed some items, and within the first 24 hours, I sold something. Now, that's not average or typical. Some people sell things faster, slower than I do. Some people make more money, less money. We're not talking about guarantees of income here. We're not trying to represent an average income here. I'm just sharing my story with you so that you can take something away from it and benefit in your own personal life. So since I've been in DSD, I just put my nose down and focused, and I've been working the eBay side, the Amazon side, the affiliate side. The affiliate side, when I got into DSD, I didn't initially plan on doing that because I just wanted to make some money for me and my family and not worry about anything else. But the affiliate side, after about a week, I saw how well it was working for me, and I saw how well it was working for people on our team, and I decided, you know what, this is something that people deserve to know about, because there are a lot of things out there that aren't what they seem. But this is something that I feel like anyone can come in and just get started, follow the instructions, list some items, and they're going to have sales. So I've been working all aspects of the business. When we launched Genesis in June of last year, that's when I really found kind of a key to opening up some more revenue. And so I've just been working away.
Wow. So did you say you were in real estate before?
Yes.
Okay, so DSD, you guys started for 1995, and you had a sale in, a day or two?
Yes.
Real estate, how much did you invest in that, and when did you get a return?
Oh, Val. There were a lot of adventures in real estate, and And it is a viable business model, but there are a lot of risks in there. There's a lot of capital required. I mean, they say you can do things with no money down, but it's a little more. There's a little more to it than that, and there are a lot of moving pieces. There are a lot of things outside of your control that swing major movements. And when the market changes and the regulations of the government change, that affects the whole mortgage brokering industry. I mean, so many factors outside of our control. Whereas on the retail side, people are always buying things. They're watching television, they're reading, a website or whatever, and they see something that they need for their family, they see something that they want for themselves, and they go out and buy it. It's not, they have to go out and get $100,000 loan and clear all these hurdles of appraisals and inspections and all that. They're just paying $40 for the item that they want. It arrives at their doorstep 2 days later. They're happy. It's so much simpler, and it creates regular, reliable cash flow. Whereas the real estate business, you can make big chunks of money. You can also lose big chunks of money, but it's not happening every day. You never know when it's going to happen. You never know when that buyer is going to come along for the house. You saw the house that we built. That's one house we tore it down and we built it up from a foundation. We picked out the plans and everything. But this business model is something that we're more comfortable in as a family because it's far more regular, reliable in terms of cash flow, predictability, and you can, like with Genesis, I can decide on a new product and bring it into my business and test it at a small amount, or I can test it with a bigger quantity, and then that's going to just keep generating cash. Whereas you buy a house and you sell it at some point, well, the house is gone. You have to go get another house. So it has some similarities, but we like the e-commerce model a lot better.
Oh, great. Yes, I remember that house. It was beautiful. And I can just imagine the time and the effort you put into that. And was that before your son was born when you were in the real estate business?
Yes.
So imagine doing that and then having a little one. But Jen, you do have a little one. So
yes.
How old is your little one, and how do you work this business around your child?
Well, Val, he's a little over 2, so he's very active. He's always running around and keeping me busy. So I usually will work on the business in the morning, sometimes in the middle of the day, especially when he's napping, and then in the evening time. When I first got started, I made it a point to, no matter what, I was listing 5 to 10 items a day on eBay, and I did that no matter what before I went to sleep. So yes, there were some late nights, but they were worth it.
So you found pockets of time. You just found a way to make it work. Because I think that's something that a lot of people are concerned about. They have busy families, they're working, but regardless, if you really want this, you have to find these pockets of your time that you can spend. And so you said 5 to 10 items a day, so you just set this intention that that's what you were going to do. So when you first started, would you say that listing items and finding items were a challenge for you, or did it get better with time, or how did you feel about the beginning of your journey with selling on eBay?
Honestly, Val, I felt like there were so many items out there, I couldn't list them all. So it wasn't a challenge to find items. It was just a challenge to, list as many as I possibly could. So I think that being consistent every day really made a big difference in how my business grew. And so I recommend to anyone that they work on their business every day, even if it's just something little, even if you're only listing 1 or 2 items a day when you're getting started, just being in your account every day, and it creates momentum. And especially in the beginning of your business, momentum is critical because you kind of have to build up enough activity going on that you feel confident that it's going to continue. And so the business does. I mean, it's not like always every day and every day is wonderful. You come into challenges or transactions that don't go perfectly like you want. Most of them do go great, but every once in a while there's something that stands out that needs extra attention. And so some people will see something happen and they just decide to quit. And honestly, I do not understand this, because if there's any business that works, it's this one, you know. So when things slow down or you have challenges, just see it as a challenge and speed up a little bit more activity to get over that hump, and you're going to see results quickly. So that's what I would say about that.